Star Wars fans, my name is Ryan, or Mandrproductions, and welcome to my comparison video on all three LEGO Star Wars V-Wing fighters. The first V-Wing fighter is on the left side. Its set number is 6205, and its official name is V-Wing Fighter. It included 118 pieces and was released for $9.99 back in 2006. It had one true minifigure, which was the clone pilot, and it also included the headpiece for the Q7 Astromech Droid. The black V-Wing that you see in the middle is the 7915 Imperial V-Wing Starfighter. It was released in 2011 for $19.99. It included 139 pieces and two full minifigures, being the Imperial pilot and R2-Q2. And lastly, on the right side, we have the most recent V-Wing Starfighter, released in 2014. Its set number was 75039. It included 201 pieces and retailed for $24.99, making it both the highest piece count and highest priced of the three. It included two full minifigures, those being the V-Wing pilot and an Astromech Droid not named. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at these V-Wings and their minifigures. Here are the minifigures included in terms of pilots. On the left we have the 2006 version. In the middle we have the Imperial V-Wing pilot, which was from 2011. And on the right we have the newer 2014 V-Wing pilot. So we have three different versions of the V-Wing pilot here, and they all look pretty good, to be honest. They all have their own things that I like about them individually. So starting off with the helmets, I love and have a nostalgic feeling for the 2006 version of the Imperial V-Wing pilot because of the V-Wing pilot rather, because of his helmet. I really like the helmet design. There's some good printing going on. It has nothing. Honestly, it has nothing less than the other figures. Other than that, it doesn't have a face. It's just a black head underneath there. So that's the only downside really of the 2006 version compared to the other ones, other than a little bit of extra detail. Moving on to the middle though, the Imperial V-Wing pilot also looks really good. It's a very sleek black and gray color scheme to him with a very nice updated torso print. You can see the differences there. They're similar, but they're still different. You can see they have the tubing that's very similar, along with the buttons or whatever in the middle there. And around back, or he has the Imperial insignias on his helmet, and he also does have a face design as well. Very, very cool, menacing look to him. The helmet was a new mold at the time, and it is stunning, or actually it's a mold that was used in 2010, but then brought over to this in 2011. But still, a very, very cool updated helmet, and same with the 2014 version, has the same helmet mold, but a different print, and it's in a different color. He also has a face which is a little bit different looking, even though I think it's the same print. No, it's a slightly different print, but still looks about the same. As we place the helmet back on, just same helmet mold, different print there. Very, very cool. He's got a lighter bluish gray to him than the 2006 version on the left here. So you can tell that on camera that he has a bit of a light gray instead of a bluer color going on. So yeah, very, very cool. The back prints are all pretty similar. Of course, the basic 2006 version, and then a little bit more detailed with 2011 and 2014. So those are the pilots for the V-Wings. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Astromech droids that were included with the V-Wings. Alright, so on the left and right respectively, we have the 2011 and 2014 versions of the V-Wing Astromech droids that were included in the sets. Unfortunately, the 2006 model didn't include a complete Astromech droid. It only included the headpiece for a particular Astromech droid, which I believe was never actually completely sold as an Astromech droid in any set with this head. So I may be mistaken, but I'm under that belief that it was only ever released as a head. So that is the head to that. It's a bit of a different print. It doesn't have very much to it. So the 2006 version really lost out on the Astromech droid game there. So it gets a real F for that, unfortunately. But you can put the head back onto the top of the V-Wing like you can with all the others. But unfortunately, there's no torso to go with that. So with that being said, though, I'd like to look at these other two more in depth. On the left, we have one with a gray color scheme, or silver color scheme, kind of a mix. And then on the right, we have red and white with a bit of silver accenting. Looks very nice. They both look very cool. The one on the right, you can see the mold or the coloring kind of got kind of has a swirl to it, and I really, really love that. It looks amazing to me to see the swirl there. You can get a better look at it with that distance, but yeah, the head prints are about the same. They are different, however. You can see on the left he has a line that goes all the way around next to his seeing eye, and with the 2014 version that's just not there. They are different Astromech droids, so you can understand that they will have different prints. I like the black and gray color scheme compared to the red and white. I think it fits with the ship that it comes with better, so that's just my opinion. I wish they had done like a light bluish gray and red. I think that would have gone better with the 2014 model, so the 2011 model definitely wins for minifigures, both regular minifigures and Astromech droids. With that being said though, let's go ahead and take a look at the V-Wings and see which one is the best. Alright, so all three of these V-Wings do look really cool in my opinion. They all have the ability to place the Astromech droid on top, right behind the cockpit. You can see them all three up there. You can place the Astromech droid head rather, not the full droid, because it wouldn't fit down there, or up there rather. So you can see that they're just headless Astromech droids, or bodiless on the V-Wings. So we'll go ahead and take a look at the landing gear first. The landing gear on the 2006 one is fairly simple. It's just a couple of inverted slopes, so a fairly simple landing gear there. The 2011 one confuses me. Its landing gear, you would think it would have something out here, but it doesn't because it's so back heavy. All it needs is this single cylindrical clear piece and the support of these, so it's actually held up fairly well by those. I was actually surprised by that design decision, but it works very well, so it works. Then the 2016 model, or 2014 model rather, they went back with the front and back and sides, so a lot more support to that. It is the biggest and heaviest of the three, so you can understand why they went with that. As far as stickering and details go, the 2014 model has the most, 2011 with the middle, and 2006 only has one printed part, and that would be up top there with the Republic insignia. And that's it. There's nothing else extra. And it has a very simple yet elegant design, in my opinion. I really think they did a good job there as compared with the 2014 model. They just kind of stuck stickers on everywhere to give it as much detail as they could. And I think they might have overdone it. You can see with the 2011 model, they had one sticker run up the middle, which looks fairly nice. It's not too much. It's not all over the place. And then they have a couple stickers up here to give it a little bit of added detail. And then this is also a sticker piece there. Same deal here. And it also has some stickers inside the cockpit, which I'll give you a closer look at when we get to the cockpit section. As far as the wings and opening up things go, this one's fairly simple. These are just on clips and they roll right out. And then you can open up these very simply, easily. Looks very nice when it's opened completely. I think it's a very solid design as far as that goes. Very easy to fly around because you can hold it right back here or you can hold it up here. It's not going to fall apart. So yeah, green engines and pretty plain guns up here, but they do spin around if you wanted to do that. Here's the 2011 model. It has basically the same features as that one, except it opens up in a different way. To get the, wings into the right position, you have to turn this back, and that'll open them right up. So when you're going into land, they just close right up and it lands, but when you lift off, it takes off like that. I think it's a very nice feature. It's a much better way of doing it. And these are always in place, which is nice. I definitely like that, so big plus there. Stickers here on the side for the Imperial insignia, of course the landing gear down there. Then around back, green thrusters. Again, definitely like that green color back there. The translucent looks very nice. Again, we'll get to the cockpits later. Nothing else, just a very simple, sleek design. Again, I really like it. I think they did a good job with the design on all three of these. And last but not least, the 2014 model has the same type design as the 2011 model, except it doesn't have its guns facing down when it lands. They're facing up, so it's a little bit different in that regard. They all three land differently, which is something nice and to compare. Then it opens up like that. It has the widest wings, because all the other ones just use these parts. This has an additional sliver here, so yeah. The landing gear can be moved up when you're flying and put back down when you land, so that's up to you. It also has another additional feature that the other two don't have, of course the green thrusters, but it does have spring-loaded missiles right in there. You can see they fire out of the front here, And we'll go ahead and fire one off. So very nice. I like the spring-loaded missiles. They're great for playability for kids. Definitely love them. This one also has stoppers there, so you can see these won't go close all the way, although on the other models they will, and they can get in the way with the model. So very good to have stoppers there so that it can function properly all the time. You'll never have an issue with it. So very nice in that regard. Let's go ahead, and I want to get the camera in closer to take a look at the cockpits and seat the pilots in there and see how easy they go in. The cockpit design on the 2006 model is fairly simple. It's just a single piece here that you lift out, so it's nothing that, you know, moves up on a clip. You can see that there's no control panel, just a white grill piece, so it's a very, very simple interior, but I still like it. I think it's a good interior. For a $10 set, it's definitely solid. No complaints. You can always swap it out with something that you also have in your collection already, and then to get this back on, you kind of actually have to, which is a big downside, you have to open all of this up, and then you can see I'm struggling with it because it's a little bit difficult, and then put that back on, because otherwise you can't get it behind its head. So that is the cockpit of the 2011 or 2006 model rather. So very simple design, yet still looks good. Bringing in the 2011 model now, the Imperial viewing. It's a much sleeker design in the cockpit department. You can open it up on these hinges, and it opens right up. There's nothing special in there, although they did a little bit extra to make it look like there's a seat, which is nice. You can drop your pilot right on in there. Very simple. Of course, it's not going to be simple on camera, but there you go. Very simple. He's in there, and you close this right up, and he's ready to go. And lastly, we have the 2014 model. Here up close, you can get a better idea of how cluttered and still good the stickers are. Depends on your opinion of stickers and what you want on them, how simple you want them to be, how detailed you want them to be, but you can get a good look at them here now. The pilot goes in on a plate and a tile, or a tile and a plate rather, so he's not going to be in there stuck with both legs. He goes in and out very easily, which is nice. So you'll see that he's only in there with two legs. Closes right up. When you open it up and you want to take him out, he also comes out very easily. Of course he doesn't. He doesn't come out easily, so that's going to dock some points. I am not happy about that. You would think that that design is supposed to prevent that, which it does, but I'm confused as to why that happened, because usually that type of design with the plate and the tile prevents that exact thing from happening, so very surprised there. But nonetheless, let's go ahead, back on out, and do an overview of these sets. Having had all three of these sets for many years, and being able to use them in videos and look at them now in this comparison video, I feel like I'm qualified to say that all three of them are great sets. For $10, $20, and $25 respectively, you can't beat them. They are great sets. They all fit their own niche. For 2006, the 2006 viewing was a great set for $10. For 2011, the $20 Imperial viewing was great and really, really looks sleek if you're looking for something for your Imperial army. And then again in 2014, the updated model of the Republic type V-Wing looks very nice as well. So it just depends on your personal preference and taste. You can't go wrong with any of these. So if you want all three, go for it. If you're just looking for one, I mean, it's up to you personally, but if you were looking for something Imperial, of course you want the 2011 model, but if you're looking for something that's more Republic-y, it's a tough choice. It just depends on if you want some of the old style Lego model building or something that's new and more modern with more stickers. So again, it's up to you. With that being said though, guys, make sure you drop a like on this video. I'd really appreciate it. Check out my other videos on my channel. I have tons of other awesome Lego and Lego Star Wars related videos. And lastly, subscribe, because I upload daily, so you don't want to miss any of them. So thank you all for watching, guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.